Still waiting
we're
on
missing Tide.
tides.
Hey Vax, can we exchange like or trade delve gear, or is it soulbound to us?
Soulbound.
Yeah, it does look like it's soulbound.
Because I was about to give one of you this ring.
That would be very nice of you, but yeah, I don't think you can.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Moose, I don't think you're in the right place. Probably not. If you're at Arakara, you need to go to the dungeon.
yeah.
I'll put up a summoning stone inside.
Yeah, I could use a summon, thank you.
There's a lot of people are at the outside stone now.
Is there anybody that's in Discord that has not received an invite to the raid yet?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
No, you have an invite. I can see you.
No, that's their imagination. That's the AI playing tricks on you.
Yeah, out to get us. I'm telling you, alien entity. AI is an alien entity, and it is already here amongst us.
I still think the AI is the cure for us, being the parasites.
That's not dark in any way.
Oh no, this is just where the conversation went last night, and I've just been
Jesus
continuing it.
Christ.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Okay. Can we focus on the raid a little bit?
I can hear that existential dread.
This is supposed to be an escape.
Well, quick change.
But
Uh,
which reality are you in? Is this the true reality, or are we the gods
Oh my
playing
god,
a
I'm gonna
different reality?
like F for my life.
For next week, we are going to start making sure that everybody's at the proper item level. So we are asking at least 885. I think most of you are already there. And if
585?
585.
yeah, what I say.
885, bitch. No one is there yet.
Like a few expansions from now.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
The only one that's like a little bit close is Zobra, and he's 600.
Oh, grats! I just hit 590.
I must get closer.
You are far above me. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, don't egg me on. I will.
So please try to hit 585 by Tuesday's raid. We're gonna start enforcing that a little more just to help further our progression. We're starting to work on metrics for heroic, and then once everybody has hit those metrics for heroic is when we'll probably start to make our shift. Because about the time you hit the metrics that we're looking for heroic, we'll probably already have normal on farm. And we're just going to shift over to heroic. There may be a time too where like we dip into heroic for the first couple of bosses during that transition phase. I'm just kind of giving you guys like a foreshadow of what to expect. But next week, 585.
Can anybody lockpick shit? Because I can't.
Rogues.
And mechanomes.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we have either of those.
I
I mean, from what I look, we have the
insane.
foxes, we have the sexy boy bitches, we have the cow people,
Sexy boy bitches.
blood elves.
Wow. No, just wow.
I mean, do you see this
Didn't
guy over here?
It didn't matter what you said after that. It was just what you said.
And then we have the
Well,
filthy night elf.
yeah. So that is what we're going to be looking for. going forward for normal.
How are you gonna leave out the Zandalari troll? Come on.
Easily.
I said this guy. I literally went over and said this guy.
Can we summon Salami, please?
Love how it's pronounced Salome, but you guys are calling it salami. Thank you.
Just easier.
Just easier or just naughtier?
Yeah,
What's
just
naughty
lazier.
about that? No. There was nothing naughty about that.
Well, you never attempt to
Don't,
shove
no, 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 no,
salami
no,
up
no.
your
There
ass?
is the whole Salome name. Do not get him started about why he picked it. Don't. Because he will release his dissertation on you.
Which one are we going to?
We are going to Rashanahan. Rashanan? Rashanan. Rashanan, I believe.
Rajahan?
Yes.
And which flight
Stay
path
with
is
my
that?
time.
No clue.
I'm gonna say the Ascending Reach.
All right, that's where I'm going.
That's my guess.
I trust you. I
And
know
if
I
it's
shouldn't.
not, we're gonna do the boss that's there. So whatever boss we end up at.
Ooh, boss roulette. I love it.
And I have to AFK real quick. I forgot one thing.
I'm gonna put out an AH mount in case folks need. I'm gonna put out a mailbox.
Have you come to learn? Until we tangle again.
Quick question, Jazz. I'm probably mangling your name. How do you pronounce that?
It's a Y
What?
instead of a J. It's a Y sound instead of a J.
Yeah,
So it's Yasna.
yeah.
From Words of Radiant.
Or wrong lever crunk?
Yeah, it's from the Stormlight Archive books.
Do we go to the right location?
The
No, I
next
don't
one
think
is so
so.
close.
Hey, can I get another summon, please?
Sure, just give us a sec.
Thank you.
Where should we be, folks?
No fucking clue. I think I just took enough mounts to go around.
No, I'm following Palpatine. I don't know if it's the right person, but
Nope,
oh,
there's
we'll
no
find
one
out.
there.
I'm
That's
going
like
to the
a dead end.
Swain span.
A bunch of us are in the Ascending Reach. Where should we be?
Just pick a place, and when you get to the right one, you let everyone know.
Fuck.
That is a terrible plan.
I don't know how to leave here.
Where the fuck?
I'm going to the Swain span. I think
Ooh,
that's
I
the right
wonder
one.
if I could.
That's the right
Nope,
one. It's
can't
the
do that.
Swain. It's the Swain span. I just did it, and I'm at the boss.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting here. Y'all can summon me.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a summon too. With all my friends.
When I land at the Swaying Span, I will put a mailbox there. Someone asked me. Nova asked me.
Thank you.
Guys, there's a reason we're all like waiting right here. I love how seeing everybody go back and come and realize, wait, there's nothing here.
So,
And he fell. And is he dead?
so I
He's.
put out a mailbox and Katie.
Fuck it.
Is
In case you can't
he
answer
dead?
one or the other.
Oh fuck! Who slow fold me?
Oh.
Should we just keep falling and praying?
Let's just drop a summon stone.
I mean, falling and praying is where I ended up today.
We're giving everyone slow fall.
TV's out.
Where the hell am I?
Thank you. Oh, there's a horde behind us. Well, that's nice.
I am lost.
Does it matter if I have war mode on or not?
Not in raid.
Okay.
Who said they're lost? Which character name?
Zalatath.
Okay.
But aren't we all lost a bit?
We're just gonna summon. It'll be okay if you're lost.
Quick here, please.
Yeah, if somebody else wants to start on summons, I've done all of group 1. I'm in the middle of group 2, so if somebody wants to summon group 3, somebody else on 4.
How the hell did Tassel die?
No, I'm gonna summon Nim again. Oh, Nim's here. Sobra's here. Okay, so we just need to get Tassel rezzed and summoned. And then find tides.
Whose day was it to watch him?
Not
Well, it was your turn, Moose. And you
No,
failed.
I didn't sign up for this.
It's a tank's job. And you failed.
We should probably switch out of tank spec. Thank you. This next fight we're going to be doing is a single target fight. Obviously, we're doing trash if you want to be AoE, but it will be a single target fight. We can start clearing trash. We do have healers here, tanks are here, so we don't need to wait.
We need water breathing.
Death challenge the might of my empire. Too far away. Kill my soldiers. Thousands more will rise.
Rear.
I'm trying to get it for Yaz over here. He's like an eager little beaver.
Yeah, if you're in the back and there's an ad on you, run up to the tanks with the ad.
It's not moving.
I must
It will.
get closer.
Okay.
If you run past the tanks, it'll follow.
Out of range.
The big ad, yeah, we're
It's
on.
on M or last.
The Frost Weaver way back there.
That's because there's still someone back there.
A ton of more.
Your conspiracy is doomed.
It's still alive. Okay, I'm just gonna kill it.
Raise your eyes and behold the pinnacle of Narubian
Oh, there's the boss.
evolution.
So we are obviously on the boss platform. Let's try to skirt back to the beginning because we'll need tides to.
Oh, this is the guy from Dawnbreaker, eh?
Yeah, this is the final boss from Dawnbreaker, so that's why he's at 60% health. We have all hopefully already done that fight and are familiar with some of the mechanics. The big one, I think that's the hardest for people to understand, especially if you're new to it, is the acid lines that will happen. So just like in Dawnbreaker, somebody's going to get marked with like a green line. 2 people will get marked in the raid. There's going to be an animated part of that line that's like a wave or a tail. You need to run towards that animated part of the line. Because that is the direction the acid will travel. If the acid hits anybody, it puts a very bad dot, will probably wipe. So the 2 players will need to run to the edges of the room. This boss does fly around this entire platform, so the room will constantly be moving around. So you just need to be. Yes, thank you. I saw that. Thank you. You just to be cognizant of where you're running. There's going to be a bunch of pools on the ground of like little spider webs. If the acid hits the spider webs, those will turn to little pools of acid. So try to avoid sending your wave through those webs if you can. There's also going to be a mechanic where you need to run out of a group. You'll kind of get tethered to the ground. It's the same mechanic from the Mythic Dawnbreaker. You kind of need to run out of the little spider web to break the tether. So when you get those, I'll just call for you to run out of the group. We'll probably have you run backwards from the group. Drop it there, pull your tether, you're fine. Nobody should be standing in your tether when that drops. And there's also going to be another little circle that spawns ads. You're going to run that into the group. We want that as close to melee as we can. That way we can stun and just AoE those creatures down. So I think I did say this was a single target fight. I misspoke. This is a slight cleave fight. But I believe they're very easy ads to kill. Tanks, are you aware of your mechanic, your taunt swap mechanic?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So remember, we have acid, we have the spider webs, and then we have the little infested spawns that will be happening. So 3 things. 1 circle you're moving out, 1 circle you're moving in, and then the acids need to be taken to the sides of the group. Just like before, I'll just kind of call things out. We are not going to be waiting for tides. We are just going to push forward at this point because I don't know where tides is.
Holy cow, I gotta be brave and say no on the tank mechanic.
We need another closet. For some reason, Salome's not. Something's happening.
Yeah. We'll get another one up. And Moo, I missed what you said.
Sorry, I'm brave and say no on the tank mechanic. I did not think there was a tank spot in this one.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast a move called Savage Assault. We just taunt swap on every time it casts that. It'll leave like a nasty dot afterwards, so just use a defensive. Also, one other thing is that when it flies away, we have to be in melee of this boss, or it's gonna kill everybody.
Okay, sorry, I had actually taken notes. So yeah, I knew that we had to like mitigate that initial hit because there was like something that stacks up. Okay, got it. Okay, and then yes, we must stay in melee or bad things happen.
Well, no, not really, because when it flies away and it lands, it starts to cast and it needs to be interrupted. So, I mean, it's when it flies away, no one's going to be in melee, so that's not going to like during the actual fight. Yes, if you're not in melee, it'll probably attack folk, but when it flies away, everybody's going to run to it. During that time, it's not going to attack anybody, but it does need to be interrupted. Which wasn't something I was going to say because I was just going to interrupt it myself. I assume most people were going to catch on. It needed to be interrupted. Didn't feel that was something to share. Something y'all just would y'all would have learned it. You would have learned it. It was an irrelevant fact of the fight.
Nope, I took notes. I just wanted to clarify. Thank you.
Okay, we will do a ready check. So if everybody could try to stack within the width of the boss, if that makes sense. Don't be on the left or right sides of the boss's like body, because we're going to be running the acid those directions. But everybody's ready, so Tank's on you.
You want me to lust on pull?
Yeah, all these fights will be lust on pull.
All right, I got it.
You have a countdown?
Yes.
Thank you.
5,
I had a wrong
4,
button.
3, 2, 1.
We forgot to reset the fucking boss.
It's okay, we're good. Run those out, run those to the back, please. To the back. I see people going to the sides. You want to run those tethers out? So y'all ran those to the left and right. We want to take those to the back. Okay. All right, these are the ones who run left and right. You should be able to see the animation. Okay, the ads, these next circles, you're going to run forward to the group.
My spawn must be.
Oh. The gray ones run to the back of the room. He's about to fly away. We're going to need to follow and just avoid getting hit by things. Oh, so yeah, when you get to the boss, whoever's there first, just interrupt that if you do beat me. Okay, but that's really it. This is the entire fight.
There's no cleanup.
Nope.
So we just continue to dodge.
Run to the left and right, please. All the way to as far edge as you can. Thank you.
Hey, Tide. Not Tides. Baxis, I got it.
Good job. Let's keep comms clear then. Once things are on farm, if we want to talk during fights, totally cool. But during the initial teaming phases, it's just not.
Running low.
Run those to the back of the rooms, to the back. I see people going to the sides. Run those left and right. You need a. You're both running to the same side, so we're all gonna get hit now. Everybody, if you can jump over it or blink through it, those go to opposite ends.
I'm down.
Battle res that tank. Okay, the next time this boss lands, let's just hit lust. I say lands, let's wait till everybody's there, but we will lust. Thank you.
That's it. I'm tapped out on mana.
I need mana first. My mana is low.
Run those to the back, as far back as you can.
I need mana first.
Target you.
Left and right. Y'all did a fantastic job. Heroic is not much different from this fight. Things hit harder, there's a few extra people that will get marked with things, but overall it's the same fight. As far as loot 2, obviously I know there's a lot of item level upgrades for all of us, but I do ask that you try to be a little cognizant of what your either your BIS gear is, because if you know there's a BIS neck that's going to drop soon, try not to need one that you don't need, because you're taking somebody else's BIS. Also, know your stats, and if you're not sure what your best stats are, let one of the officers know. We're all very versed in almost all of these classes. Between us, we're going to be able to help you, or at least point you to the proper guide. So just try to be aware of that. Otherwise, yeah, tanks lead us to the next one.
Is it up these stairs? Because I just presumed it was.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I have no idea.
You're the raid leader!
Yeah, I don't. I'm the
I'm
raid
kidding,
guy.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I'm the guide, but I've never been here. Heals, how was that for you? I know, Cody, you kind of ran out of mana. Was that a lot? Was that too much? Was that okie dokie?
There was quite a bit of damage going out really quickly. I was burning through my cooldowns quick.
Okay.
I was alright.
Would you benefit from an extra healer?
Let's see how the next boss goes.
Okay.
So this is Palpatine. I can always go heals as well.
Yeah, because Tides would have been our 5th for tonight.
Shockwave. Perfect. I do have a lot of you that are able to switch, and I do appreciate that. I do ask that you try to maintain both of those specs as far as gear goes, just so we have those options.
Shockwave.
It just doesn't help out with my class. It's a massive mana hog.
Yeah, I learned that when I tried it last expansion. It was interesting.
Ocean's over here.
Is the next one still a single target?
Thank you, good call. I gotta switch my screens on my other side here. But I believe the next one is... No, the next one is not single target. The next one is definitely gonna have a lot of ads.
None of you shall leave.
We have, yeah, this next fight's gonna have ads. The following fight, single target. The next, it's like every other one, single target to AoE. But this one will be more cleaved than this last fight we did. I say that, but the guide actually calls it single target with ads and burst AoE. It's there are going to be ads. We're going to kind of split the room into thirds. Tanks, you are going to have some ads to tank, so whoever's not on the boss will need to pick up those ads. Everybody's going to kind of be responsible for breaking eggs. I'll go into that once you see the room. It'll make sense. It doesn't look like it's too complicated of a fight.
Shockwave.
Do we go up or forward? I think we go...
I think we go up.
There's a scribe thing here.
Yeah, because we can go through the right way or the left way, and then, oh, that's Tides.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
I think we go down. I think up is to the Silken Court. Oh, or do we go to the right? That's what you're saying. We go left and right. I'm sorry. You are correct.
Yeah, because if we go right, it's the Nexus Princess next boss. But if we go to the other side of the room, it's the Blood Twister.
Which I had as planned on the Blood Twister. But since we're here, let's just do the Nexus Princess. It's fine.
That is single target, I think.
The Nexus Princess, yes, will be single target. I agree. The Nexus Princess will take a little bit of coordination, but I think once you all see it, it'll make sense. And when we get to the boss, we'll start summoning folk. Let's not do it during trash. Hello, hello. All just came in. Where am I?
Shockwave.
Lore Holy and Tide just came.
Yeah, so I do appreciate both of you for reaching out about joining. Thank you very much. Really, there was room, so we'll definitely take you. But just for everybody else going forward, especially when we start hitting heroic, if people are late and we have to pug and there's no more room left, you might not be able to raid that night. Just let someone know if you are going to be late. Shit happens, life happens. We're not going to be dicks about it, but I'm also not going to like hold the raid up trying to wait for one person. We're just going to kind of go. But you both did the right thing, so thank you very much. And sorry, we did down a boss already. Y'all missed it.
I infiltrated the Queen's court, Master. She suspects nothing.
Oh, damn. Nice. You got BOE.
Okay, that's the boss. So this fight, I'm going to drop some markers around the room.
You have seen too much, and I cannot leave any loose ends.
Let's get a closet up as well.
Our little battlefield is just going to be this hexagon in the center. Nobody should be leaving this hexagon range. You all should be within it. Ideally, everybody's in the center where the boss is currently. We will tank the boss on Skull. There are going to be players that get marked. You're going to get marked, and when you get marked, you need to run to red, blue, white, or green. You ideally want to be across from each other, so I can't have like red, blue, white. I should have red, green, and then blue or white. So always red, always green, and then blue or white you can pick.
X, my secret dies with you.
Okie dokie.
You guys don't click on that burn book. Sorry.
That's okay. If you're in the room, just die. Try to die. Turn your back to the boss.
Regina got you.
She sure did.
Okay, so what'll happen? You're gonna these people that are marked. You're gonna run to, like I said, red, green, and then blue or white. There's gonna drop like little portals. I'm just gonna call it. Eventually, those portals will kind of summon an ad. They're not gonna be ads that we kill. They're just gonna be static ads. There's gonna be a little suck mechanic. Those portals are gonna pull you inward. The idea is if everybody's in the center, all the portals are pulling at the same time, and it'll kind of negate the pulls from the other portals, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, you'll understand when we start the fight. There are going to be moments where after these portals are dropped, players are going to get marked with a red beam. I'm not going to be able to see the red beam. From my understanding, just the person marked is going to see it. If you have that red beam, you will stand behind your marker. So wherever the red beam is coming from, let's say it's coming from Skull, you're going to stand right here behind Skull, because a dash is going to happen, and we don't want that dash to go through the raid group. That being said, if you're not able to get behind your marker for whatever reason, as long as you point it away from the raid group, that should be acceptable. But we don't want those pointed to. So I'm saying behind the markers, just to make sure that there's no problems. It's a contingency. Otherwise, there's going to be a second phase where we have to dodge shit. People are going to get marked with lines. We'll dodge lines. Don't really need to worry about that. It's simple. The big thing that you need to know is dropping those little portals on the appropriate markers, and then making sure that we stand in the center during the big suck that happens. Otherwise, tanks, do you know your taunt mechanics?
There's no taunt mechanic here.
Yeah, which is weird because I just said that every boss has one, and every boss always has one, so this one throws me off that it doesn't.
This one will summon a void, I think, wherever you are, so I'll have to like position the boss to be, I don't know. We'll make it work.
Yeah,
Me
we'll
and
figure
Mo.
that out. Because I couldn't find anywhere that said like there is an official taunt mechanic.
Like it'll drop the voids in the corners, and then it'll drop a void on
On the
for
boss itself.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to we can't always be in the center.
Well, not at first. No, you're right. The boss, you're going to start on Skull. And then once it drops, then we move to the center. And then rinse and repeat after the phase 2. We'll call it out. It'll work. I think you all have been doing very well about just kind of learning this on the fly with me. So,
So it's what Yas said. So whichever one of us happens to be the active tank at the time, he'll drop Rift, and we just try to keep those all balanced out.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I was about to do that. I was reading another message though. Also, last thing I'm going to say too, real quick, and it's not really about the boss fight, just about the raid. Tides and Cody are going to call out things as needed. Tanks, talk amongst yourselves as needed, but everybody else, let's just, again, keep comms down. But I would expect Tides and Cody to call things out as needed.
What do I call out?
Whatever you happen to need, or whatever you see that I might miss. Picking me up on things that I miss out. So I know everybody's going to probably notice when I zone on something. Tides and Cody will back me up on that. Aiden, are you here?
I was saying that as I was watching a video about a cat playing with a fish.
Perfect. Tank's on you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do not leave witnesses.
Everybody should be inside the battlefield here in the hexagon, please. You lost already. Thank you. Run those to the markers. We want red, green, blue, or white. Red, green, blue, or white. Red, green, blue, or white. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, everybody just back on the boss. When the boss drops hers, let's all run to the center of the room. You'll need to mitigate. You don't want to get sucked into any of these portals. Okay, there you go. The ads are up. If you get marked, run behind your ad. Run behind your ad.
Stay away from lines.
Dodge, dodge, dodge. We'll take the tank.
Watch your step.
Sorry, I was about to call that back to Skull. That's what I meant to say. Odd placements, just try to fight against it. It's doable. Okay. Back to Skull with the boss. Run behind your markers if you have the red. That was the red to be back to markers, but that's okay. Let's
Tank
down
down.
the tank.
Watch your step.
I'm not seeing people getting marked. Are you guys getting marked?
I don't see an arrow, I see the lines.
It's like a fucked up red line.
Yeah, but that's not, the red line is to run behind the shadow ads. Just dodge this. If you have a line, stand still. If you have a line, stand still. If you have a line, stand still. Thank you. Everybody else should move out of those lines. If you have a line, you stand still. Everybody else moves around you. No, I'm talking about for those portal rifts. Okay, because you should be placing them in the appropriate spots. I'm just not seeing people get marked, which is weird.
Neither am I.
Okay.
Anti-drop.
Take those to the markers. Red, green, blue, or white. Red, green, blue, or white. Red, green, blue, or white. Keep the boss on Skull till theirs drops. And everybody to the center, to the center. Good job. Okay, red lines behind your ad. Red lines behind your ad.
Stay away from lines.
Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Watch your step.
Go down.
There's no battle res, that's okay. Fight against those, just fight against those, don't run into them. They're really not that bad.
Run out.
Worst time for that.
Yeah, no
Stay
shit.
away from lines.
Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Watch your step.
Y'all have to apologize. I'm not understanding what's happening with these nether rifts. That's not how I understood the fight to be. But that's alright, we're doing well, we're learning.
Tank down.
We don't have a battle res, but let's just keep going.
36 seconds.
Okay, this is phase 2. If you have a line, stand still. If you have a line, stand still. Everybody else moves around the lines. Okay, let's get that tank back up and boss back to skull.
Ready to tank now. Oh, someone already did.
Boss all the way back to skull. We want that boss on skull. Boss on skull.
Marked for death.
Good job on taking those. If you have the extra one, I didn't call that out, but we probably should have had another marker down. That's
Watch
okay.
your step.
We're doing well. Everyone to the center.
Devouring darkness.
Remember, if you get your red line, go behind your shadow ad. Red line behind your shadow ad. There are some people that did not take their shadow ad line behind their shadow
Stay
ad.
away from lines. Watch your step.
Just fight against those, yeah. Don't get hit. Where you've got this, though.
I strike from everywhere.
Okay, red line behind your shadow ad. Good job, everybody, for being a very chaotic fight that I did not obviously explain well or prep well for. Y'all did great.
I'm gonna say, it seems like the markers are easiest spot on the first after the phase, but after that, I could not see anybody marked at all. I didn't see myself get marked.
I dropped one too, and I didn't see a mark on myself. If anybody has any guidance on that, we don't need to discuss it now, but if you would please DM me in Discord so that we can work on that for next time, that would be appreciated. We're just going to go ahead and move on to the next fight and leave this one behind us.
Very much.
I thought that was pretty easy.
I mean, yeah, it was very easy. But
I'm glad that there's one easy fight.
well, honestly, we've one-shotted 2 boss so far, so...
Yeah, but there's challenging one shot, and then there's like, I could sleep. And that was I could sleep, and it's nice.
I feel like I'm
You're probably
gonna
gonna pay for that in heroic.
Nah, we'll be good in heroic. If we're doing great here, we're gonna do great in heroic. There's no doubt.
Could it be the mechanics that you were talking about, Vax, are for heroic?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Because heroic adds 2 new mechanics to phase 2. It adds little combs that kind of like a bow tie that goes around the room essentially, and then if you get hit by, you guys can pull this trash, you don't gotta wait. And then if you get hit by something, you get a little mark on you that starts shooting shit out. I'm gonna have to do more research into this fight.
What?
What's up the lust?
Shockwave.
Can we get interrupts on these far two ads? Pull those in.
Shockwave.
Oh, we can just jump down, huh? This is the door below us. Let's all just drop down. You troll, whoever that was.
Shockwave.
Taking a bit bugger. It's dirty.
Shockwave.
We're gonna have to reset.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll reset. Oh, I never marked tanks, and I meant to mark tanks. I even had a reminder.
There's a dead Palpatine.
Present.
Maybe smaller groups.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I don't know trash. I didn't research trash.
I blame the tanks. Well, just Moose. Okay, I'll just blame Moose.
I'm good with that. I'm fine with that.
You grab your potion.
I haven't started drinking yet.
Where we find the narthex? I hope that's right.
About to find out.
Me too.
While we're flying during dead time here, since nobody's socializing, I'm going to just quickly explain this boss fight, and then we'll get in and wing it. We're going to split the room into thirds. There's going to be different eggs throughout the room, 3 different types of eggs, big, medium, and clusters. We are going to focus on the eggs that are closest to the container that shatters. That will make sense when you start seeing the fight. The eggs need to be broken by those who get a circle around them. So if you have a circle, you will run and stand on top of an egg. Again, the egg closest to the container. The big ads that come out of the big eggs need to be tanked. The medium eggs, they just have little, I think they're caster ads. And then these small clusters will have little bastards that kind of target somebody and walk towards them. They need to be stunned. We don't want them to fixate on a player and kill them. Those will be bad. That's really the fight. We're just going to kind of keep clearing out the eggs until we get to the back of our third of the room. Eggs, like the eggs that are in front of us right now, actually, you see the cluster egg. I believe that's a medium egg. Next to it, there's a large egg somewhere else. And then we're just going to rotate the room, and it's a rinse and repeat of the fight. There's going to be black blood all over the floor. We don't want to stand in that. We also don't want it to touch the eggs. That's bad. You guys can pull if tanks are here. You don't have to wait for me.
Will we need a mass stun?
For the clusters, yes.
Okay, that'll. Okay. Can't change because it's. I'm trying to curse them to stop everything.
They're ranged and can interrupt these casters. So you can interrupt those casters, bring them in.
I'm trying to summon a demon.
think before people were stepping the coop.
Okay, I'm gonna put out some stones. Hold on, please. Oh, there's a druid or shaman thing back here. Caustic bomb. Neat.
Just pick it up. It kills us all.
We can keep pulling though. We don't need to wait. Let's back up. Everybody start backing up. Let's not let that black blood touch us. It's called black blood. It's more of like a void thing. I don't know why they're calling it black blood.
What?
I mean, it's void. It's very clearly void.
Jesus Christ!
How are we still in combat?
Everyone's real quiet tonight. We're in combat because there's somebody. Moose ran all the way ahead and is in the middle of the field dead. How?
No, I got knocked in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
I want to believe that.
I
you.
I would love to see the replay as to what happened here.
Like it's you. I want to believe it, but
You probably ain't wrong.
Yeah, I got knocked back too, but then I got teleported back.
I can't exactly res
yeah, and then we have this unstable experiment forever combat.
Everybody should probably stay on the stairs because this boss I think is gonna walk around the room. I'm just marking and checking things out.
Can we just, why don't you two release and we'll, no? Yeah, we'll do summons.
I don't know if we're able to get some. There's something stuck in the floor, which is causing us to
Yeah.
stop combat.
The stable.
Well,
So it was something called stag flip.
oh, that's a beetle that does a backflip.
So maybe don't go near that.
Still blaming you.
I'm good. I'm totally good with this plan.
Jesus.
Just to be a jerk.
And by the way, when you're running back, so there's the first potion at the beginning, and you can use that one and run fast. And then when you land, there's a second one directly on the left side from where you land. So you can speed run.
It does look like a hoon for sure. Okay, so I know Moo, you're still coming. That's fine. If you notice, I've put down 3 markers. We are going to start at the blue marker. We're going to then move to the yellow marker, and then we are going to finish with the green. I'm hoping we don't even get to the green. I'm hoping we DPS this boss down fast enough. This is a DPS race because once he gets to that 3rd marker, if we fail to kill him by the time that blood takes over the room, it's a wipe. So you see the containers, obviously, on the other side of the room. He's going to break whichever one he's closest to, so we want to start tanking him, like I said, by blue. That blood's going to kind of slowly seep throughout the room. You saw an example of that when we were fighting the ads back there with the void on the ground. As it touches eggs, it'll hatch those eggs. We don't want that to happen. We want to hatch the eggs ourselves and kill the ads within. So we're going to start with the eggs closest to the container. 2 of you will be marked. You will need to kind of coordinate and figure this out. Start with the closest ones and then move backwards. After, like I said, after blue, we're going to star, and then we're going to go to green. It's not that bad of a fight. should be super simple. Tanks, you do have an actual mechanic on this one. Are you guys aware of what that is?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to explain it because it does have to do with healers on this one. So this particular debuff, when it expires, the lower that the tank's health is, the more damage the raid takes. Okay, so when it's ready to expire, you really want to top off that tank. That tank wants to make sure to use any sort of like damage mitigation, obviously as well, to be healthy at the time it expires. So, and actually, I think I don't know if it's how much damage it does to him that gives the raid damage, or if it's just how much health he has missing. I'm not quite sure what it means, so throw defensive on him, shields, whatever you have, because it will do raid damage when it expires.
Yeah, it's the tanks health. So if it's like so basically like if I'm missing 25% of my health, everyone else will suffer 25% damage basically. But I switched to my defensive build.
How I read it, because that's how I initially thought, but then I started wondering, because I've read other things, is it because you're missing 25% health, or does it do 25% damage to your health? I don't know how to explain what I'm thinking. We'll figure it out as we go. There's no point debating it. We'll figure it out here in a minute.
Whoops, hang on. So my notes say it's 8-second damage over time, and tanks should stay topped up as much as we can, like all of our defense, whatever. And when that dot expires, we have an issue, maybe.
It's going to do raid-wide damage. So you just need to be topped off the entire time and use your defensives right before it expires.
Yep.
Okay. Celeste on pull. Again, there's ads, so cleave. Slight cleave. It's really one ad until you get to the clusters, but whatever, slight cleave. Let's wait until this guy thing creature gets to the blue, and then we'll all run over and start a pull timer.
Why does it look like me during Thanksgiving?
Do you want any gateways?
I don't think it's necessary for this one.
Okay.
If you feel it is, drop it. There's not going to be. All right, let's all start moving in. We're just going to slowly be backing up. So, tanks, like I said, kind of have him right next to blue, and then you're going to slowly turn him to the right towards star. You can go ahead and get a countdown timer on you.
You can start moving.
Tassel, you okay, Tassel?
Oh, we pulled. Let's go. We're going. Take him closer to the container, please. Remember, if you get a circle on you, I want you on the egg closest to this container. He's about to dodge those there. Perfect, good job.
That's a lot of shit on the ground.
Nope, you're going to the far ones. You need to be closest, you two, Nim and Lore, I'm sorry, closer to the container where the boss was. That's okay. Let's get those ads down in the back. Off tank, you need to pick up this spider ad. It does need to be tanked. Whoever gets your circles next, they're coming out here in like a little bit. There's an egg right at the beginning. It's about to get touched by the void. We need that one to go down.
It would be helpful, probably markers.
There's an ad by the tank, or by the boss. Let's pick that ad up. take him to star. Try to pull the boss closer to star. To the star. It's going to green. DPS, let's get that blast ad down in the back.
I'm done.
Yep, auto res. It's a wipe. Let's just wipe it. That's okay. It's good. We got a little taste of it. So there's going to be an egg that's like right in front of that container. That should be the first egg that goes down.
I'm gonna soulstone.
So what we're going to do, I'm going to adjust fire a little bit. Yeah, do we have a soulstone out or
Special
anything?
coming.
Not a problem if we don't. It's fine.
I
Go ahead
tried and they nailed me.
go ahead and release. It's cool. I'm going to adjust some of the markers. I am putting the first marker on the first egg that should be broken, and then from there we just kind of work backwards. Tanks, after blue is broken, I want you to take the boss to moon. Star will be on the next egg that should be broken for that side. After it's broken, tanks, you're going to take the boss to circle. And then diamond at the end, which hopefully the boss is down before then.
You may have to like repeat those instructions when we get there.
Yep, that's fine. We'll call it out again just like before. It's okay. This is a odd fight. I'm sorry, I never released. Well, neither did L. If we could get.
Resin.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions on the fight? Again, I know when I start, I don't like to explain things at the beginning. I'd rather us just get in there, explain it on the fly so that you can see real examples. That's just my way of doing it. Does anybody have questions or need further clarification on this one?
Now that I'm seeing the same thing you are, repeat those instructions as far as the markers.
So, boss is going to be tanked at square first. Okay. Once the boss breaks that container, I want the tanks to move the boss to moon. Okay? That's all that you need to know as far as the tank goes. You're going to start at square, then tank at moon. When I say to move to star, well, I don't even need to tell you to move to star. The boss is going to move to star on its own. That's fine. It's irrelevant. After the boss moves to star, I'm going to have you move the boss to circle, and then it'll move to diamond on its own. For the DPS and the heals, square is going to be the first egg that should be broken. And actually, let me do this.
Say that
too.
again. What is the first what?
Square is the first egg that should be broken.
Okay, so beside the tank. Okay.
It won't be beside the tank. I'm going to have the tanks move
Sorry,
so
not
the
tank,
boss is
the
not in the way.
vat.
Yes. Oh, the thing on the wall. Tank. I get what you mean now. Yes, correct. The second egg that's broken should be either diamond or star. Either one is acceptable. And then from there's only going to be 3 left. It should be self-explanatory. It's a rinse and repeat when we get to the next section. If you can look at the map for this first section and just kind of memorize it and follow it to the next, super simple to do.
Hey,
Yes.
Vax, can we change the tanks square above their head to something else then if we're gonna.
Oh,
that way it's a separation.
But I probably shouldn't have a star over me.
Oh gosh. No, tanks keep those because I think those ones will stay for you. I'll just change the markers on the ground.
I just don't want someone to run over the tank instead of the marker on the ground.
That's extremely fair. Extremely fair. Get rid of that, and we're just gonna put skull for the first. Okay, so skull's gonna be the first egg that breaks. All right. Good times. We got this.
So start on moon.
And then we'll probably take a break after we down this boss. We're gonna start on skull. And then I will have you move to moon after he breaks that first little vat or container at Skull. I just want you to move it to Moon so that DPS has a clear line of sight for these eggs. That boss is kind of large, and I think it maybe covered some up, and it was confusing for folk. So we'll start at Skull, and then eventually you're going to move it to Moon, and we'll be okay. As we get better at this, obviously we'll adjust mechanics. This is just simply so we can learn what we're doing. Everyone's ready, so Tank's on you. Orcris, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not reading anything you're writing, but you are spot on everything you have said so far.
Did you want a feast? So we get hit so hard with this boss.
We had one.
There
Oh,
was
we
one
did?
at the bottom of
Okay.
the
It's
stairs.
still out.
Cool. No, it's fine. I'm also blind today. So we're good.
He's going to go to the container because Tanks will pull him to that container.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you for lust. Just remember, if you have a circle on you, you are going to run to Skull.
Special coming.
Okay, he's breaking the vat. Once the boss is movable again, I would like you to take boss to Moon. Remember, Skull is the first one to break. Skull, and then not both of you on Skull. I need one of you on Diamond. Oh, now everybody left Skull. Everybody left Skull. Somebody back to Skull. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Tanks, off tank. There's an ad back here to pick up. Off tank ad to pick up.
On you, Yas, for the ad.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent job. Y'all, I need somebody to break the green egg and then the egg closest to Diamond. Green egg and the egg closest to Diamond.
Can I attack now?
Okay, green egg and diamond. Green egg and diamond. I need... Thank you. Perfect. Good job. Y'all just stand there until they break. Okay, Tanks, there's 2 ads to pick up. Off tank, you have 2 ads.
Who has that?
The next eggs that break, I want them to be the 2 in the back, not the one closest to the boss. The 2 in the back.
Those 2 I just pinged.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Separate yourselves. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. Try to get them over all the eggs in those clusters if you can. Notice how there's more than one set there. Tank, two ads in the back, 2 ads in the back. Range, or not ranged. Oh, well, yeah, ranged. There's this vicious worm in the back. It's static. I need us to take it down. Okay. Now, everybody...
Top moose off, top moose off.
Okay, there's only 2 sets of eggs left. They need to be broken quickly. One of them, the big one, has a medium egg next to it.
Top moose. Keep moose healed.
Who has boss?
All right, there's ads in the back to tank. I need off tank in the back.
Target you.
Yeah.
Range, I need you to get on this worm right here. Yeah, if they get touched by the void, it's okay. We did a lot better. We did a lot better. Just notice that there are 2 eggs usually in a little group together. Try to get your circle over both of those. Not just one, but both. That way they break. But not bad. Not bad. Let's take a quick break. I won't start the break timer until everybody's back at the boss, so if everybody could please make your way to the boss, and then we'll take a break. Or at the very least, take the flight path to the boss, and then take your break.
I switched a bunch of talents to go CC full hard, and yeah, it helped a lot.
Since we do have the plethora of ranged, when it comes to those medium eggs that break the little worms out ranged, that's going to be your priority. Tanks, great job bringing the spider ad to the boss. That's a perfect strategy. Healers, how was it?
It was fine.
It was fine, yeah, up until the moon needed heavy heals and then it kind of going apeshit sideways.
So yeah, I saw when that expired on Moo, even though only had he was at 90%, so he was missing 10. That still did quite a bit of damage rate wise.
Okay.
Oh, so a half second late on the button. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. No, that's what we said, right? Is tanks have to stay topped up at the end of that DOT. It's massive.
Yeah.
So that's cool. We're all learning.
Yep, break 5, get your
Sorry
drinks,
for killing all of you.
check your posture, because I know we're all hunched over right now.
When we're all back, do you want me to pop a Jeeves or a repair bot or something? I'll put out a Reeves. And a Jeeves. Thank you, Tassel.
Anything for my favorite Canadian.
Food.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Moo needs 2 minutes.
Okay.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Could we maybe drag the boss whenever there's a worm? Because the worms don't move.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just wondering, do you think it's necessary? They do go down quick, and as long as ranged are on them, I think it's okay.
Okay.
But again, do you think it's needed?
That's okay. We'll see.
Okay. I mean, because we're gonna know, obviously, we know which eggs are breaking, and we know what ads are coming out of the eggs. So I think as long as we know that the worm's coming out and that DPS needs to at least range, which is the majority of our raid, as long as range turns and kills it, I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem, but it's a strategy to keep in mind. And if we need to adjust where the boss is, like if Moon is too far, I can move Moon so that ranged can kind of stand back by the eggs we need to break, so it's not so far of a run. So like we could just move the boss right here, really, because that's still closer to the vat that we're by now. We just want to make sure it goes to the star last. I'm gonna do a quick ready check. I know who's probably still gone. I just want to make sure everybody else is back.
Nope, I'm here. I'm just furiously taking notes.
Oh, very good. Are you ready?
Well, none of us are at Skull, but otherwise I think we are.
Well, I meant Moo is Moo ready. I know everybody else is because
You
y'all
mean
ready.
emotionally, or like I just need your soothing voice? We'll be fine.
Is it soothing? I hope it's not coming off as like condescending, like I'm talking to children.
No,
Because I'm not trying to make it sound like that.
Now we know how to.
All right. All right, so Yas, what we're looking out for is volatile concoction, and that is our tank swap mechanic.
Yep.
Yes, that's it. I also like how the married couple are not here.
They're doing private things.
We're doing mirror things.
I think Salome is washing dishes so that Elle can run the dishwasher. I understand that is how they run things.
Oh, that is so strange in my mind.
So he's not trying to put a load in the dishwasher at the moment, huh?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you got a lot of use from that one. Wow, holding up the raid. Okay, there we go. Now they're back.
Yasmin with the spy cam. They're back now.
All right, everybody, we're going. So remember, we're going to start at Skull.
5,
Skull is the first
4,
egg to break.
3,
We are going to lust on
2,
pool.
1.
Heals on Chaz, heals on Chaz.
Special coming.
Keep in mind, I did move moon tanks, so you will need to adjust where you take the boss. Let's move the boss to moon. Skull is the first one that should break, followed by diamond and triangle. Please coordinate with whoever else you're marked with. Tanks, pick up those spiders.
Who has boss?
Keep Chaz topped, keep Chaz topped. Later you can laugh.
Range, or not range, DPS, whoever gets marked next, I need those 2 eggs next to us here that are closest to that vat broken next, followed by the one that's furthest in the back. Thank you, make sure both eggs are within your circle. Excellent job. Range, get on that worm. Ranged in the back, ranged in the back. Good job. Okay, there's only 2 clusters left to break. Perfect job. You all did great on this one. I will get the far back one. Nope, I'll get the close one. I'll get the close one. That's fine.
That's awesome.
There's going to be 2 to tank. There's going to be 1 worm. 1 worm. Let's get that worm down.
Target you.
We do have a tank. We have an ad running loose that you need to pick up, please. Thank you. Okay, we can just stay here for now.
Special coming.
Okay. After this one, we're going to move the boss towards circle. Remember, this first egg is going to be the one that breaks, the one closest to the back. I would like us to break this one right here that's furthest away, that I just pinged. Nope, and this one, right here.
Who has boss?
Thank you. You two did great. There's going to be a worm to kill, 2 worms to kill, and a tank at DPS. Let's get on those worms, please.
Coming mana.
Mana tied out.
I want this egg broken next. That one and this one. Remember this one and the one that's far in the back. because it's going to get hit by a void puddle pretty soon.
Keep Jazz topped.
Okay, I need somebody all the way in the back. All the way in the back. Nope, and then one of you back here. Nope, this one. On both eggs, Okay, it's alright, we're gonna have to get that other egg. We have a ranged ad in the back, and there's a tank ad to pick up. Okay, this really needs to be the next one that goes. That one followed by this one.
The West Boston.
We're gonna have this ad right here it's gonna be hit by the void. Everybody on this ranged ad, quick. Right here. It's right on the edge of the void. Try to keep it interrupted if we can. Let's get it down. Okay.
Which 2x?
Yeah, the two that you're behind you. Those two. Back up, I don't think you have that small egg on you. I think you did. We have a ranged ad and tank ads.
We heal it down.
Let's get the healer up.
My mana's getting close to tapped. I'm 1 minute out. Keep Moo topped.
Special coming.
Okay, I know there's not a marker down tanks, but I want you to move that boss to the other side like you have been. It's a rinse and repeat of what you've been doing. There's just no markers. Star is going to be the first egg cluster that needs to break. Star is the first egg cluster to break. Right here. Somebody here. Lore, you're good. Mim, thank you, you're good. Let's stun those. Those are mass stun ones. Mass stun. Let's get mass stuns out.
I got mana tied out.
Okay. This egg here needs to break. I'm going to put a star on the one that needs to break next. Star needs to break. Star needs to break, and I don't care which other egg. It doesn't matter. Palpatine, you need to be on both eggs, please. You're only on one egg. There you go. Good job.
Target you.
Range, you have an ad in the back.
Keep
Tank.
Jazz topped.
Who has boss? Ad here. Tank, the ad's running loose in the back. Let's not break mechanics now, everybody. Keep up on mechanics. I know the boss is almost dead, but let's mechanics.
Incoming mana.
There's still some ads out here. Let's get those ads down. Those ads are gonna wipe us. If they fixate, they're gonna wipe us.
Keep Jazz topped.
Ads are up in the back.
Yeah, focus boss.
Now
just focus boss. There we go. Good job, everybody.
Incoming res.
Got a nice trinket. It's a crit trinket. Heal. It's a healing trinket. Very nice. I don't know why it's given the option to greed on that. I don't need it.
Sadly, not my best in slot.
Cookies are up.
Nice offhand. And another tier piece.
Yeah, thanks for that. From my angle, I couldn't see those.
Yeah, they're hard to see. I know. I struggled with that too a few times. Again, yeah, and all of you have been good about this, but if I'm calling your names out, you know it's not because I'm trying to like shame you. It's just for the team progress.
Well
My
done.
stomach
The
is upset.
Queen
I'll
is
be right back.
furious over the destruction of her experiments. Keep pushing.
Those tubes of Cheetos, sir.
The Queen has opened the inner sanctum to send her elite guards to kill you.
Congrats everybody on all that gear you're getting. I wish I could get gear.
Finally cloth.
Yeah, there hasn't been any cloth drops, have there?
Yeah, it's been really tight. At LFR there was some.
I
God,
think we're going up. I think the middle door at the top opened for us.
Oh, I'll see if I can put out another portal for folks.
We have 2 bosses left, y'all, and then we're done
There
with
you go.
Rommel. Oh, and there is no trash to this boss. That's cool.
The
Is it
conspirators
many
are
or is
here.
it single?
After I
This
kill
is
them, I will
it's a
expose the traitor in our
cleave fight.
midst.
Yeah, it's a council fight. Give me 1 second. I gotta switch some things on my end before I go into this fight with y'all.
Queen Ansarek. Likely to cover your own treachery. After I rend them, I will deliver your head as well.
This is also, for y'all, is going to be a heavy movement fight. I need 4 volunteers of DPS or healers. I don't care who. Please volunteer yourself in chat.
So depends on what.
No, it doesn't. You volunteer or I pick you. Palpatine, perfect. Palpatine and Jay, you're going to be one.
I'll pick you.
And then let's see, Tassel. Yeah, Tassel and Nim. I'm sorry, your names came up first. So, okay, Palpatine, Jay, your partners. Okay, I need you to find your partner, know where they're at.
How?
Nim and Tassel, your partners. So, what's going to happen? And this is okay. Bear with me. This will take a little bit of explaining, and we are probably going to wipe a few times on this boss. So what's going to happen? There's these 2 bosses have 2 different abilities. The big boy is going to do a charge across the room that we need to stop. Okay. There's going to be webs that spawn in the room. The partners need to stand by those little eggs, and then together, one of them needs to step into the middle of like the webbed egg. I don't know how to better explain that. You'll see it. You've seen it before. They've been all over this expansion. It's a pool of web with like a web egg in the middle. You're going to stand in that, and that will tether you to your partner. There's going to be a runway that appears. You and your partner need to stretch that tether across the runway, and that will stop a Nubarash from actually slamming into the wall and doing a shit ton of damage that will probably wipe us.
So a tripwire.
Yes, it's a tripwire. You and your partner are going to do that. I am having 2 sets of partners do this. For 2 reasons. That's the heroic mechanic. It takes 2 sets. In normal, technically 1 set is fine, but I need 2 sets because if somebody dies, I need to make sure there's a backup. So we're gonna have both of you do this, even though 1's only needed. That's fine. We'll kind of talk you through it. If you haven't watched a video on it, you might want to watch a video on it. Otherwise, we can just wing it like we have been. I think you all have been doing great about learning. So you are my web group. That was Palpatine and Jay, Tassel, and Nim. So remember, as a team, step into the web. You will get tethered. Everybody else needs to be away from them. That is just one of the abilities, okay? There's going to be another ability that sends this room into like pie sections. You can kind of already see it's chopped up into pie sections. we're going to all need to stack on the edge of one of the sections when it lights up. That section will explode, and then we need to step into that section because it'll kind of chain around the room. So as long as we stand in that first one, then we're fine. We don't need to, stand anywhere else, if that makes sense. It will make sense. There's a lot to this fight. This is kind of a big fight, but I think once we understand all these mechanics, it'll make sense. There's going to be a debuff that goes out on 3 players. It does need to be dispelled. Once it's dispelled, though, it'll jump to the closest player or back to the boss. Okay. So if you guys, we're gonna send a marker out. I'm gonna have to put a marker for that one. Sorry, this fight did kind of like trip me up. There's a lot to it. Bear with me. Actually, could I have somebody with assist? Will you strategically drop one of every marker across this room into a pie? Obviously not next to each other. You might need to skip 2. They're going to be reference points. If one of you don't mind getting on that for me. Okay, so yeah. These D-spells are going to happen, and obviously this is mostly on heals. We're going to dispel 1 when the player's at one of the markers, the appropriate marker. We're going to dispel the second one when the boss teleports to the middle. And then we're going to dispel the third one right before the final cast of the boss. I know it doesn't make sense, but it will make sense as we go. We're probably going to have to do this fight in phases, meaning learn one of the mechanics, wipe, repeat, and then focus on the second set of mechanics, just because there's a lot of moving pieces here. There's going to be a spike storm that goes through the middle, a lot of shit to dodge. You'll get stunned, so we just need to make sure we avoid that. So essentially, that's web bombs. We need to stop the charge, and there's a shit things to dispel, and then the floor blows up. Those are like the 4 big things we need to know about. Tanks, do you know your mechanic on this one?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but it's called Piercing Strike, and each of us tries to take 2.
Oh, Moo, you've come such a long way. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you right now. Good job.
Pod, whatever her name is, that one will cast Poison Bolt. So whoever's tanking that will need, like, I think a dedicated healer, because it's a lot of damage.
I'll curse her.
Okay. Tides, are you up for that?
Whoever has Poison Dispel or Cleansing or whatever.
Tides and Cody both would. I don't know what dragons have or
Purify Spirit is magic and curse effects,
And
not poison.
magic.
I can poison cleanse.
Okay.
Yeah, unless we have the totem for it.
So the monk, it'll be the monk. Oh, and Perfect Palpatine has the poison totem. Okay. Because there's a lot of moving parts and there's a few phases to this fight, really focus on keeping comms clear. Again, tanks, communicate with yourselves as needed. Cody and Tides are to communicate as needed. Everybody else, despite what you see, despite what's going on, despite what your instincts tell you, just try to stay quiet. Jay, Palpatine together, him, Tassel together. We got this. Let's just rock this. We'll go. Markers are for reference. If I need you guys to move to a marker, stop what you're doing, move to a marker.
Can we have markers for your 4?
I thought about that. I thought it would be confusing, but if you think it'll help, yes.
Never mind then.
No.
I do have a quick question about the tether.
Yeah.
Are we walking it towards the big guy, or we're just breaking it?
You'll see a runway happen. I don't know where you're at in the runway. You just need to stretch it across this little runway that appears.
Just to see that walk. Got it.
Yep. But yeah, go on.
Is it a shared health pool?
Yes.
Thank you. I did not know that.
And if it can she be interrupted?
Nope.
Okay. That's it. Thanks.
Yeah, those are things I don't look into. I figured we'll learn that on the fly. let's also have healers. Can we get a dispel order when it comes to the dispel phase? We probably won't hit it this first round, but let's just get that set up anyway. I have a mass dispel. Yep, but you're gonna only dispel one at a time. I don't want all 3 dispelled. So it's just gonna be an individual dispel. So Tides, let's just have you dispel somebody first. Cody second, and then Kaz third, and then Lorax, you're doing our poisons for us, so that'll kind of be your role. So Tides, Cody, Kaz. Tides, Cody, Kaz. Tides, Cody, Kaz. The 4 that are my tethers, do you want markers above you and your partner?
Sure.
Okay.
Condoms for us, please.
Okay, let's find Palpatine.
So I'm just spelling that poison bolt when it inflicts on someone?
It'll be on the tank, whichever tank's on the caster boss.
Okay.
And tanks, thank you for like knowing your roles on this. That helps a lot because I kind of expected you to do it because I wasn't gonna really get versed in that since I'm focusing so much on the rest of the raid. So that I really do appreciate. That is amazing teamwork. Palpatine is a circle. Jay, you're with the circle.
Okay.
Tassel, I'm gonna find you Tassel. Tassel, where's Tassel? Tassel. There we go. Tassel gets moon. Or blue. I meant moon, but you got blue.
For a poison person, I'm going to keep her amplified cursed, so you'll have an easier time.
Okay, so we're gonna lust on pull. Tanks, pick who you're gonna do first. That's all on you guys. The rest of the raid, like I said, don't be surprised if we're wiping in phase 1 and rinsing and repeat. It's gonna take some time to learn. But everyone's ready, so tanks on you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your lives are forfeit! Toxic wound!
Okay, spread those out. Good job. Okay, those are the webs that are about to spawn there.
Shockwave.
So I need the web groups to find your partner, stand by one, and together at the same time, pop the pimple in the center. Ads, I do need a tank to pick up these ads. Or they're fixated, I'm sorry. Here's the charge. Tether across the runway. Tether across the runway. Okay, we missed our tether, that's okay. Let's wipe, redo. I forget the ads fixate. We can't actually tank the ads. But the ads need to go down. I should have called up there were ads. That is my apologies.
Hey Jake, for the next one, let's get a soul stone.
So Purify Spirit does not work on the poison bolt.
Tides, do you want it on you or someone else?
Yeah, put it on me. Worst case, I'll just sit there and not take. You know what that.
So Vax, I won't be able to dispel on the second bolt.
Okay.
So just say something, or just yell my name, and I'll drop it.
Yeah, because you have the cleansing totem, don't you?
I do, but it is a 40-second cooldown.
If it's a poison, I can dispel.
So what will have happen is tanks, call out if you have a poison. Somebody get the poison.
Monks and druids and such.
Yeah. So tanks, when you have it, call it. Somebody will get it. We should have enough cooldowns that I don't think we need to coordinate that. And if we end up needing to coordinate it, we will. That's fine.
So do we need do we need magic dispel still or no?
Yes, because that is for the later phase. That is not for the poisons. So we still have the dispels, which I'll call out when that time comes. It's not going to be this first phase.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
But it'll be Tides, Cody, Kaz. Tides, Cody, Kaz.
Okay, so that's the spell I'm waiting for, not the poison bolt.
Not the
Yeah.
poisons, yes. And I'll tell you now, the stinging swarm in phase 2, that is what I'm having do 3 dispel.
Okay.
By the way, with these, let's wait unless because we're probably gonna die like 4 times.
Yeah,
If not.
I do agree on that. I mean,
So-
Tassel, if you want to drop it and it's your money, it's your feast, I get it, that's fine. But we are gonna wipe it, it's probably gonna go to waste.
I have a question on the ads.
Yes.
If we get one that fixates on us, is there a place that is better for us to take them to if we get one that fixates on us?
Yes. So you're gonna see the fixate line. You want to go in the direction that line is pointing, so away from the ad. There's not really a designated spot for them. Just obviously run away, and everybody's responsibility to turn to ads, down the ads. I believe they're stunnable, so if we can stun them, stun them. Everybody's kind of spread out, and especially if one of my tether team gets an ad on them, I would hate to say let's all go to X because that tether team might need a run to do the tether at that time, and I don't want to throw that off. But if we want to kind of loosely designate Skull for those ads, we can. But the tether team, you need to keep in mind that tether is your priority over that fixate ad. So everybody else, make sure ads are your priority.
Can I just say that tethering is not simple for those who are not part of the tether team? Like we both have to be on the same pimple at the same time.
Yes.
And have nobody else on them breaking them. It's just it's a mess.
Yes, which is why I'm having 2 teams in normal because we're gonna need 2 in heroic, and I need multiple people to know this. Now, if I need to enlist more teams eventually, we will. But for now, we're gonna stick with the 2. Let's try that again. Do we have a soulstone out on a healer?
We will in a second.
Okay.
I was gonna say I have reincarnate I can use.
Done.
All right, soulstone's out now. Obviously, Tides, if you die, let's save that soulstone.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Everyone's ready, so tank's on you. I'm sorry, let's pause real quick. Cancel that timer. Nobody pull.
4,
Nobody pull. I'm so
3,
sorry.
2, 1.
I'm sorry, don't hate me for this, everybody. Okay, we're good. We're good to go.
Oh my God.
Good. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm sorry. I got a message. I wanted to make sure it wasn't. We're good. Somebody whispered to me, but we're fine. We're fine. Don't do that right before pull, please. We'll just say that. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. Let's go ahead and count down again. Now we're ready.
Imagine if he was a porn director.
Hey, Moo, I assume you're gonna tank a noob Arash first, I think.
Yep.
And then we'll switch.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lives are forfeit! Venomous sting!
Okay, you're gonna spread that. Keep those ads. Remember, we're gonna go to Skull for those, but tether teams, you need to prioritize your tether. Okay, I need everybody on ads. Everybody on these ads, dodge that, by the way. Dodge that. That was an unfortunate placement. Tether teams, I hope you're ready and have your tether partners. Here comes the charge. Tether teams, get in place. Tether teams in place. Tether teams in place.
No, I didn't know where my partner was. Can you mark both of us?
Yes, I will mark both of you. Let's wipe. Nobody release. Nobody release. Nobody release. Nobody release.
A pointless endeavor.
I'm just gonna say this, I'm gonna put myself on mute. This is is a fucking messy raid. Not because of you.
Don't
because of
res.
the mechanic.
Yep, we had 2 res. That's fine. Nobody
Too
else
late.
res. That's all right. Run back. Yep, like I said, we're gonna wipe a lot on this one. There's a lot going on, and it's gonna take a while for all of us to kind of get the flow of things.
Yeah, I was like looking and looking and looking and waiting, but I did not see my partner.
I should have marked both of you guys at the start. That is my bad. I just thought it would be too much, but it's obviously very much needed.
It's a mess. Those ads on there, it's such a mess.
Okay. I am not going to mark tanks on this one. I don't think tanks need to be marked. If that changes later for like, yeah, they do, we'll mark them. But for now, the only markers are going to be on the tether team so that they can coordinate with themselves. So we have star and circle together, star and circle together. And then, where's Nim? There you are. Nim. We have triangle, and tassel has diamond. Okay, triangle and diamond, star and circle. Okay, find your partners. I hope you can see them. The tether mechanic happens quick, so make sure you get that tether fast and then kind of stand by on the center. And let's call this out now. Between your teams, figure out who's going to go to what side. Okay? Because it seems like it's pretty consistent on where it's happening. Somebody needs to be on the X side, somebody like on the triangle side. Yes? No? Tether teams?
What?
You're not even listening?
Well, there's
Okay.
a lot going on, and
Fair. So
what?
tether teams, I want you to figure out with your partners who's going to go on what side.
Oh yeah, we did that.
Okay, so as long as you know who's going to be on what side. Perfect. That's all I wanted. Well, ready, check, and go. This is going to be a crazy fight. It's a good fight. We got this.
Like I was
Do you want to soulstone me again?
Oh yeah, soulstone tides.
5, 4, 3,
Yep.
2, 1.
I will have your scars. I am out of range. Toxic wound.
Hey, remember, ads are going to be our priority on this one. Let's get those ads down. Tether team, your tethers are about to come out. Ooh, dodge that. Here comes our charge in about 5 seconds. Charge team, get ready.
Good God.
What? That's not a charge.
Yep, it switched a little. That's fine. Tether team, that's you. Palpatine and Jay for the win. Thank you. Excellent job on that one. Spread those out. Spread those out. Everybody should be on the caster ad right now. Caster ad. We got that frontal coming. We have ads about to spawn just after this. And then web bombs are going to go out again right after these ads. Okay, web bombs are coming out. So tether teams, you need to get in place. Remember, ads are our priority. Stun them. They are stunnable. Tether team, here's your charge. Tether team is in place. Tether team's not in place. That's okay. Nobody release. Everybody wipe. Nobody release. Everybody die. Stand in the webs. It'll kill you. Get hit by something. Turn your back to the boss. Don't release. Don't release. Don't release.
I can reincarnate.
We have a soulstone out.
We have
So-
our things, and then we can just clear them, clear the other remaining webs. Should we be saying that?
Okay, so that's what just killed us, was that it's like a 500k hit for popping those.
So the tether, you and your
both
partner
stand
will
in the
pop on the pimple on those little web things that appear, and that'll tether the two closest people to it. That's why when you see those, if you're not on a tether team, go away. Because it spawns the two closest to that when it pops. I know it does a lot of damage, but like it's a necessity. So are you asking
Yeah.
to pop the rest of them?
Well, that's what somebody said. And I was like, don't do that because it hurts.
Yeah.
And that was one thing we just learned there was if we're damaged, we got to get topped off before we pop it.
Okay. Hey, at least we stopped one, so
I
good
was
job.
concerned about stuff on the floor. That's all I was concerned about, like movement or whatever.
I mean, yeah, it's a heavy movement fight. We will find a flow to this, though. It is going to take a little bit of time. This will probably be a fight that holds us up from getting to the queen, but it's probably not going to be a fight that holds us up from getting into heroic. But let's go ahead and just Charlie, Mike, tether teams. Are y'all doing okay? Do you, Tassel and Nim? I know you've been kind of quiet, or you've been saying stuff in chat. I haven't read. But are you guys doing okay? Are you figuring that out?
Do we go in the web first to get the tether?
Yeah. So when you see it, you and your partner together will stand right next to it, and really only one of you needs to go into the pimple to pop it. It will apply the tether to the two closest individuals. So as long as that's you and Nim, whichever one of you wants to go in to pop it, that's fine. It doesn't need to be both of you. As long as Nim's right by you when it pops, or as long as you're by Nim when it pops.
Yeah, so it's a 10-yard range from the pimple popper. That means everybody else, non-tether teams, go away.
Yep.
Because then you're suddenly part of the tether team, and then it's everything.
And I have one more suggestion. Can you make Sim and I the same icon?
No.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
That's why I was saying having icons was going to be a bit confusing, and that's why I only did one, hoping that the other partner would find that one.
I know his star. He's just got a tiny star.
I have an idea, but that's for next time.
Yeah, let's try this again. We did stop one charge. I think everybody hit ready to that ready check. No, Moose said not ready.
No,
Moo,
No. So I got a question.
Yes.
Okay, so a noob moves. Our friend Skynspinner, whatever how you pronounce it, does not. Well, she jumps around. So I think our tanks are supposed to keep them as close together as we can, knowing we can only like aggro one of them.
For phase 1, I don't think it really matters because for phase 2, that caster boss will go to the center and do her little web rotation. Like the point of phase 1 is to weaken Anu Arash with that rushing mechanic, because like if you stop him in the rush, it like weakens him. But like the caster boss, it doesn't. She's like not relevant for this phase.
Copy. All right, got it. Ready.
Perfect. Tanks on you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am out of range. Lives are forfeit! Toxic wounds!
Okay, we got stats coming out. Everybody should get away from the webs. Away from the webs. Okay, we got our charge. Get tether teams in place. Tether teams. Okay, good job stopping that one. Everybody, let's get to the caster.
Oh, you fuck. Down.
Spread those out. Dodge that. We got the ads back. The charge is coming up. Tether teams get placed.
I don't know where my buddy's at.
Yeah, it's okay. We're gonna switch this up a little bit. The ads, I want you, if you're tethered or not tethered, excuse me, if you're targeted by an ad, run to the boss. Run to the boss. That way we can kind of clean those ads down on the boss. I do feel we're losing DPS by like towards these individual ads. So let's have that be the new mechanic.
Hey, is this second phase?
Don't release, don't release, don't release, don't release. Yeah, I mean, we kind of technically made it to second phase.
I'm counting it.
Oh, Tides had a
So one thing I noticed, I think it's good to bring the ads to the tanks maybe, and also another thing I noticed is like when you're interrupting him, like his runway, you actually want to focus on him because he takes 100% increased damage.
Oh, is he taking? I thought that was his shield phase. Thank
No,
you
no,
for
no,
that.
no, no.
Okay,
No,
so
that's phase 3.
okay, yep.
So when he's tripped, he takes more damage?
Yes, because the like the point.
Okay.
So like in your mind, the point of phase 1 is Anu Barrage, like to bring him down. Because the point of phase 2, when 3 people get marked by the swarm and get dispelled, the swarm moves to the caster boss, and that's her damage phase. So phase 1 is for Anu Barrage, and then phase 2 is for Takaj or whatever.
Thank you for that clarification. Thank you very much.
So in my head, ridicule the model that fell on the runway. Got it.
Yeah.
Max damage. Got it.
Okay. So remember, yep, we're bringing ads to the boss, and then we're gonna focus on the spider, beetle boss. Tether teams, do your best. I mean, yeah, we've stopped at 2 so far, so.
There's a question about heroism timing.
100%. Is there
Hero on the first tether.
Yeah, everybody says hero on pull, but I think lusting on that tether is not a bad idea. I would agree with that. Sure, we can do that. Tanks on you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will have your scars. Lives are forfeit. Venomous sting.
Spread out the poison. Get ready for those ads. Remember, we're bringing those ads to the boss this round. Bring those ads to the boss. Tether teams, I hope you have your partner. He's about to burrow, and we're going to have that charge in about 6 seconds.
Come in.
Tether team, get in place. Everybody. Perfect, we have. Oh, I saw you both there. What happened?
Our tether worked.
Let's
Yeah,
wipe.
that was weird.
It did not work. Your tether did not work.
There.
It's alright. Let's hurry up and wipe. We're gonna rinse, repeat, do this again. Do we have a soulstone out?
I have a reincarnate.
Okay.
We have soulstone.
Everybody quickly wipe so we can reset. This will probably be our last pull of the evening. I obviously need to do a little more research on this fight, but I would encourage all of you to watch more videos on this fight as well. Especially those of you that are not part of that tether team right now. You might be in the future. So you do need to learn that. I will probably rotate some of these teams out so everybody has a chance to learn it, because who knows who's going to be absent or whatever happens.
Hey, folks chatting. What does this mean? The circle. What is the circle?
Oh, the tether can break if you go out, if you get too far apart, maybe.
Yeah, that is
Right, but okay, what's the circle?
correct. You're gonna see it. You two should see it. I don't think anybody else is gonna see it.
Oh yeah,
It's your
we do
raid,
see
your
it. We
radius,
do
your
see
raid.
it. Okay, yeah.
35. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, there's a big white circle comes when we get it.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
One more complication.
Yep, this fight's a lot. It is a lot. I was not planning on us getting past this one on one night.
Nem's not here.
Oh, don't pull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good catch, Cody. Thank you.
Good memories.
And that's
Max,
okay.
Max, I promise you, I took notes and everything. All right, so.
Well, I believe you. Right now, obviously, tanks. It's what's wiping us is the DPS mechanics. There's a lot for us to coordinate. So, one thing at a time. Once we have the tethers down, then we'll worry about phase 2. But I really like tethers is going to be our big thing. And if we continue to have problems, which is not like to call anybody out, is Nim back here? We'll be ready to check multiple. And not to call you out, not that you guys are doing bad, but we might incorporate a few other people to attempt tethers at the same time, just because there's multiple lines. We might catch more fish, kind of strategy.
Especially if you didn't volunteer for it.
Well, Jay,
I'm just being an
it
asshole.
sucks so much. You wouldn't get voluntold.
Whoa.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will have your scars. Your lives are forfeit.
We can pull the boss back up.
Yeah, bosses should be stacked on each other for now. Frontal AoE's going out. Make sure we dodge.
Come on, buddy.
Okay, tether teams, I hope you're ready. He's about to burrow. Okay, tether.
Charging.
Here comes the charge. Tether team's in place. Tether team's in place. Okay, everybody on that. Let's lust. Thank you. Everybody on the beetle. Good job. Okay, it's a rinse and repeat of this. Remember, we're bringing those ads to the boss.
Coming out.
Buddy, come get ready.
Okay, burrow's coming. Here comes our charge. Tether teams in place. Excellent job. Excellent job. Everybody on that beetle.
Mo, you can go to the window.
Moo, go where?
Go to the other boss.
Let's bring that boss in closer together though, so then we get a little cleave on them. Okay, we are about to transition into the intermission. This is the pie phase. Okay? So I'm going to be calling out where I want everybody to stand. Everybody should be on the edge of skull, where Moo is, where I am. Or nope, now move to skull. Everybody on skull and stay here. Here we go. Good job. So rinse and repeat. So everybody on the edge of X, not on X, on the edge of X, Okay, move to X. Good job. Okay, everybody back on the edge of X, Not on X, but on the edge. Okay, you guys were on X. That's okay, move to X. Everybody onto X. Rinse and repeat. Stay where we are. When skull explodes, move to skull. Move to skull. Move to skull. Good job. I hope this phase kind of makes sense. This is a very simple and annoying mechanic. Okay, back to skull. We always want to be on the edge of something that was placed first. It doesn't matter if you're standing in one as long as it's not the first one that was struck.
Alright, tides out.
9%.
We can all be on X right now, and then we'll move to square. Or if you have a blank one somewhere else, if you see, just don't die for this one. Okay, boss is back up. Alright, so this next one here, this is going to be our D-spell phase. This is the Tides, Cody,
Tides is down.
Down, so no.
Okay. And we have a battle res. Let's get Tides up. Get Tides up.
Fine, I'm up.
Okay. Remember, dispel order. Tides, Cody, Taz. Tides, Cody, Taz.
Done.
Special coming.
We'll work on this phase more. I'll need to give us more explanation now that we kind of have a better idea of phase one. Tether team. Good job. That's okay. That's fine, y'all. We did good. We got past phase one. Officially past phase one. So we'll work on that some more. Tuesday, if we get back to this boss, or Thursday if we get to this boss, whatever day it happens to be, I will give us more explanation on phase 2, the dispel phase. Phase 1, you all did great on.
Also, reminder next week it's 585 high level.
Yep.
So if you're not that, then unfortunately it's not.
We did make that announcement. The late policy too. Again, if you're late and you know you're going to be late, give us a notice. But if you're late and you want into the group, just message me. If there's room, I'll take you. But if there's not, you might have to sit out. Especially if you're a critical role like a tank or a healer. We're going to replace that quick. I don't want the rest of the team waiting on you. But otherwise, y'all did really good tonight. We have, what, 6 bosses down? So everybody should have a full vault for raid.
5.
You have 5? How do you have 5?
Yeah, I got full vault.
Yeah, it's 6 bosses for a full
Some
vault.
people,
I'm just stupid.
some people missed the first boss we did, maybe.
I'm just stupid. I miscounted.
Yeah, I think only 2 people missed that 6th boss. I'm sorry to you two, but that's okay. That's how it goes. Get those delves in. Delve 8, not that hard to do, especially if you have a tank healer. Super simple. Use that key on bountiful ones, and you'll get a good loot.
Quick note of else is do them in groups. Way easier. Officially.
I like running them by myself on the lower ones, though.
That's fine, but it's officially been posted that the damage and healing required is here.
Yes, good job everyone with raid tonight.
I will get Tuesday's post. I'm going to work on it right now. What is that noise?
And I will finish up this video and we'll get posted to the YouTube from the healer's perspective. I'm sure Amor will have the DPS perspective.
What is that? Am I the one
think
hearing that?
I think my Discord is crashing, but I keep hearing like doo doo.
Okay.
Yeah, we all are.
But I don't know if it's just me like dropping out of the call causing it. I don't know, because my Discord looks weird.
The fuck?
There, it just happened.
Yeah, weird.
So is mine working?
Also, did we get an attendance? I was bad at doing that again tonight.
Well, I have record of it. I mean, I have the video record of it.
Okay.
So, as well as with the video, it will be posted up on the channel. I'll have my healer's perspective. I think Amor will have his DPS perspective. Hopefully he has audio this time, so it's not just dead air. But yeah.